So, welcome to the blind and visually impaired monthly meeting, subgroup from Merge Forward for the 18th of November. So, this meeting is a CNCF meeting, so it will all need to be abide to the CNCF Code of Conduct. So, in short, be respectful and kind to each other. So, we have no faces, unfortunately. And in the agenda, I put only KubeCon report. And from previous agenda, we had published the best practices doc for inclusive events for blind and visually impaired people. So the PR is not merged, is no merge. So it's officially on the contribution website now.
Let me just get that because I didn't see it. Contributors.
Yes, if you go through the weekly the minutes from previous meeting, you have a link to the GitHub.
Oh yeah, I was looking
site.
for the published one. So we have the...
Yes, and then contribute. You need to go to.
I have it already.
Okay, community.
Yeah. Very cool. So yeah, I was like I didn't pay too much attention to this just because it was during KubeCon prep, but I was very excited that that is live. So I will definitely share this we should share this with the CNCF now.
And then I remember we discussed as well about the similar documents that Diff and Arduino group as well did a similar documentation in previous website. Did they move the document to this website already?
Which one? They should all be.
Sorry?
They should all be on this website. Are you talking about a specific one?
No, the one from the Diff and Arduino people, I think they add as well some similar documents about best practice for organizer to follow for Diff and Arduino people. Because this document exists before in the previous website. It's why I ask you if this document is moving to this new contribute website or is something in progress.
Yeah, they should all be there now.
Okay, because it's not so easy to find. And yes, it's in there.
Yeah, one thing that I want to change, maybe that's something where you could help me because I don't know really where that is. I would like to change the
way
the navigation, like the text in the navigation bar. For instance, now it says best practices for inclusive events for blind and visually impaired. If it is already part of the best practices accessibility and blind and visually impaired, we don't have to put best practices blind and visually impaired and just would say just events, something about event best like recommendation for
indeed.
event organizers, so have that much shorter, just like event organizers, because then you have like best practice accessibility blind and visually impaired and then event. You don't have to put because we are putting the entire title in there, which is there are so many words in.
Yes, I agree. And for
simplifying all that.
Yes, probably something we can put on action point. Let
me see.
Let me simplify title for the title. Document.
Okay, and then
because I didn't find do you have the direct link to share on the chat, please? Because I cannot find it.
Oh, it's where do you mean? Like I added a direct link in the agenda.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so it is under projects, right?
Yes,
so I think
I was not in the right place. Okay. So indeed, and even when you click on accessibility, yes. So.
And I think I would do, let me see, what's the first one? I would just call it, event organizers.
Yes.
Very short
Uh,
and sweet. And the next one is using Slack with screen reader. Slack. What would do this?
see,
Slack
was
screen reader. It would be interesting to see like how can we make this clear that the audience, because
yes,
event organizers tells you already this is for event organizers. Slack screen reader,
it's
this
for
is for
the
people
end
who,
user. Yes,
yeah,
probably we need to separate the end user documentation and for other user, the external user from the group to use.
yeah. I think since now we
Because
have
the
only
audience
two,
difference.
probably not because we only have two, but at some point kind of like yeah, break it up like best practices and then tips. One would be tips for community members or something, right? Tips for
Yes, because the audience is not the same, so the way we will look at the documentations need to be different.
Mhm.
And it's exactly the same when you write documentations. You have documentation for someone they start the project, so it need to be easy to start to onboard. As soon as you know more the product, you need to go deeper in the project, go more on the reference pages, etc.
Yeah.
Here we have audience from the group itself, and we to ease the way he contribute or interact with each other, and then as well, yes, for what we forecast, like this one is already published for the best practice for organizer, but as well how to manage interview for
Mhm.
for the company that would like to hire someone from a work group, etc. So probably we need to have different entry points per audience.
What about, yeah,
But
so I'm just,
probably we need to as well to split. Currently, we are splitting per group, and probably
mhm.
we have the same kind of audience, whatever the group is targeted. And probably it will be easier for the people that look at it to find their way by audience and not only by group we
Mhm.
create now.
I have an
Probably
idea.
it's probably a point we can discuss in merge forward
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah, I have an idea because we have best practices and then we have community, governance, accessibility, security. And so accessibility could be recommendations for people. How can they be more accessible? And maybe under community, we can create like for, because that's like for the community, right?
Yeah, contribution. Yes, probably it's a good point. Let's take this for the meeting, merge forum meeting to get the input of everyone, because we probably people are coming from multiple background can get more ideas around that. Okay, so
Mm. And then just quick KubeCon report. Or did you want to talk more about the
no, probably we finish with this point, so we can move on KubeCon
yeah,
report.
yeah.
So basically, we already discussed before the official recording of this session, but you can repeat
Mhm.
what Merge Forward did, and especially for this group, what was the outcomes as well of this event for the group.
Yeah, so we did have a panel with Alex, but Alex couldn't make it due to the shutdown and the implications in the airport, which creates like additional stress factors. And so, yeah, he couldn't make it for the panel, but luckily he was able to record his question. So, so we had the panel, we showed it on video. So he was luckily able to participate. Um, and so yeah, we were also thinking about how can we avoid this or make it easier. And then since we have such a big community, maybe moving forward, we could create like travel buddy system or something. Like even if there's no shutdown, it's just easier to travel. It's just nice to have the ability to be partnered up with someone from the community who might live in the same city. Um, so yeah, those were just things that we kind of were thinking. And I think that's very much in line with Merge Forward, and we could extend it to maybe we just start with people who actually not need, but like would kind of like benefit from it, but make it easier, right? Like traveling with a buddy and then grow it from there. Stefan, what do you think?
I
Is
was
that
wri-
might be
sorry, I was writing about the travel hub initiative. So travel together, so merge forward travel hub, something like that. Just thinking about that. I didn't heard the last sentence you said. Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe because before we started recording, we were thinking like it's kind of might be complicated to coordinate. So
Yeah,
maybe the first iteration would be more focused on people who would because the idea was initially, oh, we can just partner up with people and make it a whole community thing, whether you have a disability or not, right? Like
yeah,
anyone. But maybe we could start by seeing like who can benefit, like who would need help, or who would maybe not even help, but who, like maybe make it a little less stressful, right? Like for instance, if you're blind traveling by plane can be very stressful. There are accessibility and so on, but it's still not optimal. Like maybe someone would want to partner up and because then it's like fewer people who actually kind of uh, fall into that category, and then we
mhm.
grow it from there and make like bigger pots.
Yes, indeed. And I saw as well a post that Alex commented about someone in with a wheelchair that has issue as well to flights to find someone to put him in the flight, and even no all airport has some mobility space to move alone. So sometimes it could be difficult as well for them.
Mhm.
So probably we can start with the Merge Forward group to see the traction of this idea before going bigger. Yes, for sure.
Mhm.
Start small to test the idea, and then if it's feasible or not, and then iterate as we do for everything in the software most of the time.
Yeah,
Start
yeah,
small and then iterate with the
yeah.
idea of others.
I like that. I like that. And it's
So
like
probably we can bring that idea to the next Merge
Mhm.
Forward meeting, and then
Oh, yeah, I see you're adding it now.
yes,
So
so
yeah,
for the put this one bring idea.
yeah, I really like that. And it's like it also helps with connections and networking, and it's just like and I'm so absolutely sure that there's a bunch of people who would be interested in helping. They just need to know, right? So we have a big community. So if we kind of send out like a message, social media post way ahead, if we know can plan ahead of time and so on, I'm pretty sure it is feasible.
Yes, it's probably for when you need to do a connection. So probably we can have people connected to that connection to get in the second flight or something like that. For the
Mhm.
first one, probably is more difficult, but
Mhm.
for something that's not direct flight or direct train, probably with a train hub or airport hub, probably it will be easier to get more people to do so. But
Yeah.
the more complex will be uh, to find the right time, everyone, the same kind of time slots, etc. So
Yeah.
And
I'm just thinking the cube, what is it? The cube train? What is
Cube
it?
Train is an initiative that is
Yeah.
not exactly the same. Cube Train
Yeah.
is a company that is sponsoring the part of the train for
Hmm.
people starting from one city to the KubeCon city. So, for instance, next year is Amsterdam. So, for instance, Paris Amsterdam is direct train. London Amsterdam is direct train. So, people starting from London get one or two part in the train all, and then they book the train directly from that place, and they travel all together from that place
Hmm.
to so is, if I remember well, it's one or two trains per cities. So we
Hmm.
have two dates and time, and it's only but it's only for the to go
To the
to
conference
the
room.
events, but not the back.
Yeah. But I'm
Probably
just
here
thinking,
need the
yeah,
back as well need to be managed
I'm
in
just
our end.
thinking if we can reach out to them. I know it's very different, but they've done something and said like we want to kind of build out that idea and kind of focus with people who need kind of maybe they're willing to partner up
Yes,
and
I
kind
can
of
contact the organizer. I know him, so I can the from Cube Train. I can contact
who's
him.
that? Is that
Uh,
the Italian guy? The
yes, the Italian. I don't remember his name because I'm the guy that cannot remember names
Oh,
without.
I'm the same. I'm the same. But like I
So,
remember he's
but
Italian, so I was
I
like,
know him because I had the panel with him at KubeCon Paris in the keynote
I'm
about
the I'm yeah,
non code
yeah,
non code
abbreviation.
project,
Hmm.
and he explained Cube Train. I can find back, but
Hmm.
I don't remember. I
Yeah,
can put
because then it's
yeah.
not us alone, you know, it's kind of like we get some help and maybe they get to expand their brand, you know, to something and was like, oh, Cube Train is partnering up with Merch Forward for, and it goes beyond train, obviously, but it's like a good cause and maybe they're interested in
Yes, yes.
supporting it.
Here the objective is more environmental targets to reduce carbon footprint to take the
Hmm.
train instead of flights. But
Hmm.
for people, sometimes we are coming from far away, so it's not feasible to come by train anyway. So I will contact. So I put it as an action point for me to contact the Cube Train organizer to see what could be feasible to co-organize something around we didn't name it, the Travel Hub initiative for Merge Forward.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's like two things. They already have like a big audience and right, like and then we just saying merge forward and like it would help a lot and then hopefully they will help us organize it as well and then it's not just us.
Yes, but their initiative is easier because they manage one train per city.
I know, but
Yeah,
it's like yeah.
so let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so no more point on the agenda. Do we have something else to share before closing the meeting, or something we didn't address
No, just a
yet?
question. Could for the first action item, could you help? I mean, I think we can simplify them now, at least like so it's not
Yes,
a
we can stop. We can stop the meeting officially and go there. Yes, after time.
yeah, because I
Okay.
don't know where exactly that is, but yeah. Other than that, I think we discussed more than I thought we would because I came up with
Yes, the
no
same.
ideas. I
The
was
same.
like,
I expected a 10 minutes meeting with the agenda I had at the beginning. So it's great. Some ideas popping up there. So let's close the meeting. Thank you for your time, and let's continue to check how to short the title.
sounds good. Okay, bye bye.